Shows that appeal to your inner child. I'm your host, for lack of better. I am Jedi Master Fanboy, and I am Darth Vader. Oh my gosh, it's way too hot in here. I can't stand this coat. Okay, that's taken, by the way. I apologize to my good friends at JWatt Productions. And as way of saying apology, here's a link to your channel. Check them out because they are awesome. Moving on. As usual with all my reviews, you can skip to a section if you don't want to listen to the whole thing. So I'm your host, for lack of better, and these are my assistants, Fanboy and Hater. And without further ado, let's get started. Today's review, Star Wars Rebels. The plot is pretty much copied from Firefly. Here's some examples.
Who are you people? I mean, you're not thieves exactly.
We're not exactly anything. We're a crew, a team, in some ways a family.
Told you we'd get away.
With the shipment. You said we'd get away with the shipment.
Kanan, we're low on everything.
Food.
Explosives.
Fuel. We need to make some money or we might as well put the Ghost in storage.
It doesn't have to be a big job, Joe. Just something to put fuel in the Ghost and food in our bellies. Your intel was accurate. This time.
We got the goods and took a bite out of the Empire. That's all that matters.
Business is all that matters.
I don't see a problem with this. I really liked Firefly. I'd love to see more like it. So the first season of Rebels has finally wrapped up. And with that, we have about 15 episodes. The prequel, which consists of about 2, and then 13 episodes. So the plot opens up on our protagonist, Ezra Bridger. Now, Ezra's 15 years old. He lives in the streets on a planet called Lothal. And he's kind of like a lad. He steals what he has to survive.
All officers to the main square. This is a code red emergency.
It's your lucky day, Lothal scum. You two, come with us.
Stay on alert. Repeat, this is a code red.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Wait. What are you doing?
Hey, the kid's gotta eat.
So his first encounter with the rest of the cast is pretty much him trying to steal from them what they rightfully stole in the first place. Yeah, he even steals an actual holocron from Kanan and inadvertently opens it. He offers Ezra a choice. He can stay on Lothal and everything can stay how it is, and his lightsaber that he took from him can just turn into another dusty old relic. Or he could come with them, be trained in the Force, and actually learn how to use it. And so, Ezra joins them. Now, as the plot goes along, as I said, it is a lot like Firefly, where they're just this one band of rebels with almost no connection to the others, and they pick up jobs wherever they can. Oh, and big surprise here, some of the characters are even copied from Firefly. The variety of characters is actually fantastically way done, and their banter and... Yeah, you're right, it is kind of like Firefly. But that's not a bad thing. And we can't forget the main character, Ezra. Ezra is definitely like this.
My uncle, the Emperor, finds out you're keeping me here against my will. I guarantee he'll make a personal example.
Bye, guys.
We've got Kanan. He's kind of the cowboy captain.
Do or do not. There is no try.
What does that even mean? How can I do something if I don't try to do it?
Well, see... Actually, that one always confused me too, but Master Yoda sure used to say it a lot.
We've got the pilot, Hera. Now, Hera's the first time I've seen a Twi'lek as a major character.
Sorry, Hera. No entry.
You do realize this isn't your room.
I was inspired. It was Ezra's idea.
It could be worse. Could be my room.
And then we've got Zeb. Oh yeah, he's the muscle. He is what's called a Lasat, and his race is almost extinct thanks to the Empire, so he's got personal grudges to settle.
Oh, forget it. Told you they wouldn't buy it.
You didn't exactly give him a chance to buy it.
It's just something about the feel of their helmets on my fists.
Sabine. Sabine is from Mandalore, so of course she has Mandalorian armor. She's also an artist and paints graffiti on just about everything, uses explosive paint, and has her own unique style when it comes to color schemes. Steal stuff from the Empire, paint it.
I can't see it from here. How'd it look?
Gorgeous, Sabine, as always.
And then we've got the crazy droid. Apparently, Chopper was built with spare parts. Being that, some of the comic relief in this story does come from Chopper, simply because he's a robot with an attitude.
We should have seen that coming.
Let's move on to antagonists. First of all, we've got these two Imperial officers, which are just kind of there. They push civilians around, they push around and bully civilians, and they're not too noteworthy, just the introduction villains.
LRC-01. I'm bringing in a citizen under a charge of treason.
Copy that, LRC-01. Dispatch to cell block AA-33.
Take him away.
You can't do this!
I know. Well, who's gonna stop us?
Agent Callus was basically sent to deal with these rebel insurgents.
I am Agent Callus of the Imperial Security Bureau.
He's also kind of responsible for why the Lasat race is nearly extinct, and Zeb has really big issues with this.
Only the honor guard of the sun may carry a bow rifle.
I know! I removed it from a guardsman myself!
Once Agent Callus discovers that Kanan is a Jedi, he does the predictable thing. He calls a Jedi hunter. In this case, the Inquisitor.
I am the Inquisitor. Welcome.
Into each new project, Star Wars introduces something new, and the Inquisitor is no exception. When using a lightsaber, he goes fencing duelist style. And that's something I haven't seen before. Along with this, the Inquisitor also possesses intimate knowledge of all Jedi fighting techniques. Basically, the temple records are still intact, so he studied every Jedi Master and the fighting techniques they used.
Interesting. It seems you trained with Jedi Master Depa Billaba. How? Who are you?
And because of this, he knows how to counter them way too easily, and easily overpowers Kanan the first time they meet.
The temple records are quite complete. In close quarter fighting, Bilaba's emphasis was always on Form 3, which you favor to a ridiculous degree.
So most of the encounters with the Inquisitor consist of the good guys running away. He also possesses a unique lightsaber, which actually leads to one of the cliche lines that was exclusively for Rebel.
Does yours do that?
Come on, let's go!
Does yours do that?
Hey, mine doesn't do that.
Oh, and you'll also see a slew of cameos from characters you remember and know and love.
Name's Calrissian. Lando Calrissian.
That's very generous, sir.
Well, I'm very fond of these droids.
Then I'm glad we could return them.
The simplest gesture of kindness can fill a galaxy with hope.
Ahsoka. My name is Ahsoka Tano.
Rex, keep those ties off our back! Working on it!
As far as the visuals go, everything is computer animated CGI, and you have the fun-filled errors and lackluster appearance of anything CGI. You know, you can accomplish things in CGI that you can't do with live action, that you just can't. I mean, especially the lightsaber battles. Oh my gosh. There's no way you could duplicate that in real life and get the same effect. There are flaws in CGI. There always are. They don't quite have the mechanics right. but I don't think I could do any better. The lightsaber battles especially are really well done. No comment. Oh, and the audio. The voice acting was spectacularly well done. Not perfect, but very darn close. Music. What can I say? It's Star Wars, one of the most epic soundtracks ever created. As far as music, soundtrack goes, it's Star Wars. Really? All in all, sound effects, I don't have any complaints. Voices, there are some lines of dialogue where I'm just like, what? Like this one right here.
You were right. I was a coward. But now I know there's something stronger than fear. Far stronger. The Force.
And then there's other parts of dialogue that were actually phenomenally well done. Like this part.
We stole a TIE fighter. You what?
He's taking it better than I thought.
Get rid of it.
Do we have to? At least tell me you dismantled the locator beacon.
Of course. We're no fools.
Under there. The red part. Oh, wait. The blue.
Well, which one?
It's the red and the blue.
Right, got it. I mean, got it a long time ago. You know, back when we first boarded, right away, immediately.
Stealing the TIE attracts unwanted attention. Rendezvous at Shadow Side 2. Fly straight there. Do not stop. And don't do anything.
On our way. Spectre 4 out.
That went well.
Yeah.
Do you know which way we're supposed to go?
No idea.
Face it, it's a little kid's show, so of course some of the stuff is dialed down. If you're hoping for a romance subplot, tough, because this is about the most you ever see. If you liked Pacific Rim, you'll like this. Because it's just as ridiculous, just as childish, just as dumb. Overall enjoyment, I immensely enjoyed it. I'm sure your host does too. I'm sure he even hated it a little bit. I would highly recommend this. I'm definitely looking forward to the next season. There are some characters that were open-ended from Clone Wars that I really want to see. My prediction is it's going to move from the Firefly, where it's just a band of rebels, to where it's going to turn into a larger scale war and kind of lead into where Episode 4 starts off, that the rebels actually become organized and start working together and gathering followers. And that's what I think the second, possibly third, hopefully third season. And that's what I hope to see in the following seasons. It's just the formation and the creation of the Rebel Alliance, the organization, how they get from just a few scattered band of rebels to the movies. This is the only part where I will actually compare it to Clone Wars, its predecessor. I mean, made by the same people. I've actually enjoyed Rebels way more than Clone Wars. Probably because Clone Wars was a large-scale intergalactic war with way too many characters introduced right off the bat. Rebels, on the other hand, as I said, it's more like Firefly. It's this close-knit group of people. And because of that, you have so much more character development and character interactions, and of course, banter that Clone Wars really seemed to lack. Comparisons will ruin any franchise because you're specifically looking for what's wrong with it. I expect good things in the future of it. I expect more cameos from characters I'd like to see. But for now, I highly recommend it. Right now, the only place I've been able to find it is YouTube. And unfortunately, that does cost money to actually buy and stream the season. So I do recommend watching it.